Fans loving Liv Morgan as champion. A big heel turn tease on Monday Night Raw. Shirai reportedly done with WWE, and many more. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. I'm Camilio Salamander from WBP TV, and this is your wrestling report for July 13th. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro.
I'm a visionary, revolutionary. I'm a visionary, revolutionary.
The latest edition of WWE Friday Night SmackDown has saw the ratings drop. The show averaged 2.129 million viewers on Fox, which is down for the 2.141 million viewers it did a week ago. In the all-important 18 to 49 demographics, the show had did a 0.47 rating, which is down for the 0.49 rating a week ago. This week's edition of Monday Night Raw has saw the ratings increase. The episode drew an average of 1.35 million viewers on the USA Network, which is up for the 1.563 million viewers it did last week. In the 18 to 49 demographics, the show saw a rating of 0.44, which is up for the 0.37 rating it did last week. Bianca Belair became WWE SmackDown Womens Champion when she defeated Sasha Banks last year on the first night of WrestleMania 37. Belair, she had to endure some challenges during that reign, including losing her opponent Bayley due to injury when they were supposed to wrestle at Money in the Bank. Her reign as champion lasted until SummerSlam, when she was supposed to wrestle Sasha Banks, who had to pull out due to not being medically cleared. Carmella, she was the one to take her spot and was defeated. Moments later, Becky Lynch had made her surprise return and quickly beat Belair for the title. While speaking on the Corner podcast, Belair reflected on her title reign as SmackDown Women's Champion, and she would say, "No, it's difficult and it gets frustrating for me sometimes. Even with my SmackDown title reign, I didn't feel I was able to live up to the full potential as SmackDown Women's Champion. With how short the reign was, also my feuds, Bayley getting injured, which I can't wait for Bayley to come back, Carmella having to step in at SummerSlam, not being able to have those amazing matches that I could have had in my title reign, and being able to go up against really great competitors to prove that I'm champion and then getting it cut short." Meltzer talked about plans to eventually crown Nikita Lyons as NXT Women's Champion. Meltzer also put over Perez as someone who should hold the title at some point. Meltzer would say, "Roxanne Perez should be the person. She's young, she's very good, she's very charismatic. She'll be a good one to win that championship." Meltzer also added, I know there was talks of Nikita Lyons winning it, but not for a long time, not right now." Fans was confused after a tag team match between AJ Styles and Ezekiel versus The Miz and Ciampa, ending in a DQ on Monday's episode of Raw. Originally, Styles was set up to take on The Miz and Ciampa in a handicap match before Elias' brother decided to join in. The finish saw Styles having The Miz in the Craft Cruncher, but Ciampa came in and made the save. The referee called for a disqualification. The announcers then wondered why it was a DQ. With Corey Graves questioning on why the referee called for the bell. On the Wrestle Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer explained that WWE has a secret rule for tag team matches, as you only get one save. If there's a second save, then it's a DQ. Now, these type of situations happen a lot in tag team matches, and rarely does a referee call it. But in this case, it happened. Natalya worked a triple threat match at Sunday's WWE live event in Sacramento, California, with SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. After the match, a strange incident happened. Morgan, she would hit her finisher on Natalya and she got the pinfall. After the bell rang, Natalya, she got up, pointed at Morgan, said something, and eventually rolled out the ring and walked out. Natalya, she later addressed it in a deleted tweet by noting, "I'm breaking character right now, but I actually said thank you if you must know." WWE star Dolph Ziggler is back, and he is now a babyface after an interesting turn of events during Monday's main event. Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle had defeated Seth Rollins and Theory. During the match, Ziggler he had walked out and watched from ringside as the announcers wondered why he was there. Late in the match, after Seth Rollins had took a spear through the barricade, Theory had tried to pin Riddle with his foot on the ropes, but Dolph Ziggler had knocked Theory off that allowed Riddle to regroup and win the match. After the match, Ziggler would hit Theory with a super kick. The reason for this is still unknown, but it looks like Ziggler is now a babyface. There has been uncertainty surrounding around Io Shirai's future with WWE. Ever since it was reported by Dave Meltzer earlier this month that her contract is set to expire soon. Now Io, she had told the people in Japan that when her contract was up, she wanted to return home and be closer to her family. On the Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer indicated that Shirai appears to be preparing to leave WWE. Meltzer would say Io Shirai pretty much got her foot out the door. Pretty much gone. Liv Morgan's title reign may last longer than people think. If Vince McMahon pays attention to the fans' reaction and the merchandise numbers, PW Insider reported that someone who was traveling with the WWE SmackDown crew over the weekend said that they had never heard louder pops for Liv Morgan than the ones that she received over the weekend. It seems like WWE is working on some tweaks to Alexa Bliss' character with a possible heel turn. On Monday's episode of Raw, Bliss, she will team up with Asuka against Doudrop and Nikki Ash. During the match, Corey Graves said that Bliss needed to get back on track because she is not the ruthless version of herself that she used to be. There was also something said about her needing to get back on track to challenge for the championship. Now Bliss, she will pin Nikki after executing a DDT. The commentary made it seem as if Bliss needed to get back to her heel ways in order to get back in title contention. What do you guys think about the news? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button with an AA and Superman punch that subscribe button. I'm Camilio Salamander, signing off until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.